Hello, and welcome to Goats and Dragons, the stream where helpful goat gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons, a game of shared storytelling where I try to kill my friends. I'm Andrew Gilbert, the benevolent dictator of helpful goat gaming, but tonight I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master. And I'm not alone. With me, as always, is the unbenevolent dictator of helpful goat, Galway, playing the tiefling sorcerer, Charity.
Jump the gun there. Hey, everybody.
Adam, playing the halfling.
Hey, everybody. Oh.
God damn it.
Yeah, sorry, I jumped the gun.
Lena playing the Goliath barbarian, Stormbringer.
Hi.
Just skipping him now.
Jay playing the Drow of Druid Vimeris. And Sarah, I think, I didn't hear her speak in Discord prior to this, now that I think about it, playing the half-elf paladin Arisa. Okay, good.
It's okay, I'm here.
Errors have been made.
We'll fix all this in post.
Just now realized, yeah.
Yeah, on this live broadcast.
There's such a thing. Sure. Oh my goodness. Feel free to dream on the background while I say a couple announcements. One of which is Adam has a book. And it's awesome.
What a sell.
I also like the fact that he said it in a way that leaves it ambiguous as to whether Adam has authored a book or simply owns a book.
Yeah, he got one from the library.
Galway bought me a book for Christmas and sent it to me. It's the Xanathar's Guide to something. I forget.
Aw, that's
to
a good one.
everything, in fact.
To everything.
Yeah.
Our stream is on a new night, Friday. I'm just moving on. Our stream is on a new night, Friday, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and 6 Pacific. How fun. And we're going to be doing the Friday night thing for a little bit. We are also affiliate, which means you're able to cheer and subscribe to us. As a reminder, anyone who has Amazon Prime, you're able to subscribe for free through Twitch Prime that you get. We would be honored to be one of those free subscriptions, or just a regular subscription is fine too, whatever you like. Thank you so much to those who follow the channel. We really appreciate the support. And if you like what you're seeing, tell your friends. Tweet us. We enjoy chatting in the chat. However you want to talk to us, we're very, very lonely in general. And would love your talking.
This got dark.
Faces.
Jesus.
Hey, with that, let's go ahead and begin tonight's episode of Goats and Dragons, which will have theme music.
That flawless transition.
Previously on Goats and Dragons, the party made their way to the City of Malmond, where they met many interesting, not annoying at all, interesting characters that allowed them to flex their shopping muscles for a while. Something weird started to happen toward the end. While the group was making their way to the Dapper Prawn, where they had heard possibly that Galure was staying, they ran into a few guards who seemed to be discussing a rather large gentleman, a bald man with tattoos, who had been picking fights with people lately. They thought nothing of it at the time. The guards went on their way. But not long into their first drink and a bite to eat in the Dapper Prawn, did a very, very large man, bald, and covered in tattoos, burst through the door and look at Stormbringer in the eye and say, "Fight me!" as he tossed a chair aside and ran across a table nearly to punt her in the face. It didn't take long for Stormbringer to make short work of him. A mysterious man from the corner came to check his pulse and call for some guards who seemed to be right outside. They asked the group a question or two and said that they would take care of the bald man and not to worry about it. They took down where they were staying for the moment, which was the Dapper Prawn, and said, "Please don't leave town." The guards then left, and a few more bites into their meal after that commotion had settled down, in walks Galure, dragging a rather large chest with him. What is it you would all like to do?
I'm going to request an audio pause real fast while I reboot Discord, because it's getting weird for me. And that means it's getting weird for the stream.
Oh, okay.
Audio pause.
Pause.
I don't know if they've realized that means that you all can't hear them, but probably not, honestly. So we're bringing the Discord back up. And
Hear me at all?
there we go.
Shut up. Nothing happened.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Can I draw on the map now?
I mean, yes.
I mean,
You should
can.
Oh god. Oh god. Stop. Oh no. Oh god. It's a beautiful map.
All right. Well,
You jerks erase all that.
hopefully that helps stabilize the audio.
Yeah, it's hope.
So
Stabilized.
I think we had seen him pop in through the door, and I had somewhat casually pointed and go, "Stormbringer, get him."
Yeah. And I'm gonna grab him, or try to grapple him.
Okay. Give me he's definitely gonna try to struggle. Give me a contested strength check, please. Go ahead and use athletics.
Okay.
Also, am I the only one who really wants like Stormbringer to have a feat that doesn't like get the restrained condition off of grapple, but involves like, a choke slam all the way to hell?
Actually, he's able to wiggle away just a moment, and he starts dragging the chest again out the door.
So just on the other side of the door, like from him, so for outside, if you see what I mean.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
There is now a bonfire.
All right.
And I'm gonna sort of turn to him, and my fingers are arched. I think you should stay a while.
He looks behind him at the bonfire just outside the sort of door to the foyer area. And at this, the teenager in the prawn costume sort of steps behind Galure and says, "Oh, what's going on here?" A few of the barmaids have now kind of made their way over to the commotion as well.
Can I try to grab Galure again?
Please.
Man, I can't roll.
He starts to wiggle away, but he's trying to still hold onto a chest, and so you absolutely grab him.
Is this a friend of your guys?
No, he's a shithead.
Unhand me.
I'm just gonna go. He owes us quite a bit.
Oh, one of those. Okay.
Exactly. He's also a coward who attempted to sacrifice a child's life to save his own.
And he tried to poke me with a spear when he was in a hut.
Yeah, he's the second worst person we've ever met.
Yeah.
1 second. I'm gonna go over and try to distract the teenager and the barmaids with
All
my
right.
charm. It's gonna be
Oh.
charming to them.
Okay, yeah. Give me a. What are you going to do to charm them? Will help determine the role.
I will try to do an awesome trick, like a physical trick. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, look what I can do!" And I'll try to jump up and I don't know, catch a chandelier or something. I don't know.
Okay, there happens to be a chandelier right above you. You feel if you take a few steps off the wall, you could probably get enough height to grab the chandelier.
Yeah, that sounds
That's going to
good.
require an acrobatics check.
Way ahead of you, pal.
That's what you... Jesus, you get a 12 on rolling a
That's
3.
yeah. Still
I was like, oh, that sucks. Look over. That's not bad.
He's an expert. Burbage, you run up the side of the wall a couple steps, leap into the air, and one-handed catch the chandelier. What would you like? How would you like to finish your trick?
Yeah. So are they? I'm gonna look down and kind of smile at everybody, and kind of try to encourage them to applaud. First of all, do they?
Oh, okay. I'll applaud.
I will...
Okay.
I don't, because I'm holding Galure.
I'm trying to remember.
I'm impressed.
At Vimeris's beginnings of applause, everyone else kind of looks around and begins to applaud as well.
Nice,
Um,
nice,
I will
nice.
thaumaturgy like multiple other sort of people applauding. Just
Oh,
the
nice, yeah,
sound
they-
of applause.
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
the prawn takes his head off for a second and whistles.
Nice. It's only going to encourage me because I'm assuming Burbage is still at least somewhat drunk. So I'm gonna get some momentum. I'm gonna swing back and forth on the chandelier and try to get enough momentum to be able to swing off and land on. Is there a second chandelier?
There happens to be. This is the dapper prawn.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing off and to the other chandelier like Tarzan.
So also, as he's timing this, I'm gonna want to time it with another thaumaturgy effect for when he gets to the next one. Just as a note.
Okay. Go ahead and give me one more acrobatics check. Yes, you're able to get enough momentum and swing over. You can't like do anything crazy cool in the air, but you do grab onto that one then with one hand.
And as he does,
yeah.
the flames will change from normal sort of yellow, orange, red flame to like blue.
And at
Yeah.
this, I'm presuming that I have everybody's attention. I'm gonna give
Yes.
a subtle nod to Stormbringer to try to get Galure again, or to like, I don't know, whatever the next step in
I would-
securing Galure.
I would,
Yeah,
I
okay.
would probably also, as I'm doing this, be walking over towards them. Do I see a lock on his chest?
No, you don't.
And do I see the sigils on it? It's the one that has the balls of light people.
It does, and these do not look tampered with, like the last one did. Once you started to look more closely at it.
Does Stormbringer have a pretty good grasp on him?
Pretty good. Yeah, give me one more athletics check, Stormbringer, to not just grapple him, but then restrain him.
Hey, that's better.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, you then sort of put him in a chokehold, and
This is. Stop.
I'm not stopping.
if you want, you feel you might be able to put him to sleep. With this, he rolled really badly.
I don't think I will right now because
Okay.
we might want to talk to him.
No problem.
I'm gonna start doing pull-ups to impress.
All right.
I'm gonna look at Vimeris to see if he like is impressed with my pull-ups.
At each...
Well, let's give an athletics check roll first to see how amazing these
Yeah, I
pull-ups
mean,
are.
at least let me roll.
Okay, okay.
I'll let you decide.
I mean,
from
it's
there.
kind of impressive.
With each repetition of the pull-up, the flames are gonna change color.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna get up to Galure and basically just whisper in his ear, "You have a choice of quietly having difficulty breathing, or breathing flame."
The first one.
There's a not completely moronic boy. And I'm going to sort of look at Stormbringer, look at the chest. We could always put him in there for safekeeping.
But then how will we get him back out? It's really big in there.
Fair point. You can come along quietly. And my fingertips are flickering with flame again.
The very few patrons, the barmaids, the prawn boy, the barkeep, even everyone is now kind of watching you, Burbage, for basically what looks to be they're expecting a grand finale of some sort, and they're starting to chant "Monkey Man, Monkey Man, Monkey Man," and the chants are growing louder. How would you like to finish this?
Do I see any other like aspects of the room that I can take advantage of?
There are several wooden round tables with about 4 or 5 chairs at each of them. The bar itself is like a really smooth oak with kind of a silvered metal rim around the side of it. There's a large mirror in the back of the bar reflecting the room, and there's a gigantic fireplace in the corner. But that's kind of mostly it, with some chandeliers. There's a small stage, but no one's on it.
Are there any hot guys near the end of the bar that I could use in my finale?
There are 2 patrons, and they both look like adventurers. They're both. One has a bow strapped to his back. The other looks like he's been on the road for days. But both of them are quite handsome.
All right, I'm going to swing from the second chandelier onto the super smooth bar, and I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna grab like a bottle of liquor to make it even smoother. I'm gonna pour it in front of me as I slide down the length of the bar, and then I'm gonna slide down to right into the arms of the adventurer with the bow on his back.
All
And
right.
light yourself on fire.
And then no.
I like how he started, and then no.
I consider it. Primarily, I won't do that just because I don't want to set the other guy on fire.
Give me an athletics check and a performance check. Athletics
All
to
right.
do it, and performance for the panache.
Here we go. Are you sure I can't do acrobatics?
Oh, acrobatics, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Acrobatics and performance.
He's also going to get, as he's doing this trick, every flame in the common room is going to intensify and turn silver.
I'd love it. I'll give you advantage on the performance then.
Ooh, advantage on the performance.
It's a little ominous that the DM just dropped out of roll 20.
Ooh.
Coming back. I think. What'd you roll? I can't see.
I rolled a 17
Woo!
and a 16.
No.
Marginal improvements.
Beautiful. Yeah, you do this with quite a bit of panache, and somehow you make a look at the barkeep, and he knows exactly what you're about to do. So he brings up a bottle of whiskey that as you slide across the bar, you grab it from his hand, pour it in front of you. You sort of flip over on your back, pour a little whiskey in your mouth, and then on your back, you just sort of slide straight off the bar into the arms of this green cloaked figure.
I'm gonna plant a kiss right on his lips as the finale.
All right, you plant a kiss right on his lips. He drops you for a second, and him and his friend. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about that. You surprised me there, and everyone else is sort of cheering and shouting, "Monkey Man! Monkey Man!"
Jesus.
I stand up, drink the rest of the whiskey from that bottle, and start doing a monkey impression. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, I walk up to the bartender and I then announce that there will be rounds for everyone, and I slam however much gold that will be.
What's going on with Galure during all this?
Is there a staircase we can drag him up?
Yeah. Yeah, this is a 3-story place. You could definitely drag him upstairs, yeah.
Didn't he have a room?
Yes, in the
Yeah.
northwest corner.
So we
Oh,
can
let's
drag
go
him to
there.
his room.
Yeah.
Now that we went over the bar,
Arisa would also just kind of be quietly following along with this. And she did not clap for Burbage
Start.
until the end.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna pull the chest up while Stormbringer gets Galure.
Yeah. I'll drag him up to where I assume his bedroom is.
Arisa would help with the chest.
While they're going up there, can I quick talk to the unfortunate adventurer who I tried to drag into my
sure,
performance?
Yeah.
This is gonna be a lot more just kind of casual. I'm gonna I'm like the sweaty actor after the performance. I'm just gonna grin at him and be like, "Sorry, I hope you don't mind that I use you for my finale."
I would insist on it.
Really? Well, how about an encore?
Maybe 10-ish tonight?
Yeah, sure. You staying here at the Dapper Prawn?
No, me and my friend are staying elsewhere. But we could meet you here. I could meet you here.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah. I'll get a room here. You meet me at 10 o'clock, and then we'll have an encore. And I wink at him.
Super necessary there.
He goes to shake your hand. Well, then later tonight.
It's perfect. And I shake his hand. And I wink at him again, but with the other eye.
Beautiful. He leaves.
All right, bye. Guess I'll just stay here. All right, okay. Bye, everybody. Monkey Man's got some monkey business to attend to. I'll go upstairs and kind of stay at the edge of whatever room they're in to kind of keep watch.
Sounds good. So where did the rest of you take him?
Mainly just trying to get to someplace with fewer people generally.
Yeah.
But also...
So there's a little bit of a common room right up the stairs, where there's a few sort of couches and a few lanterns lit.
Are there people
Even
here?
though it's... No one's in here at the moment.
And does it seem like there's like an obvious hallway to get to the northwest corner where rooms would be? Or like where we were told Galure's room was?
Yeah, you're not exactly sure which one, but there's definitely a hallway going in that direction.
Maybe we just stay in the common room for now. So I guess Burbage was coming up. Arisa was with us. What's Vimeris doing?
no, I'm with you, but I'm just not talking.
Okay. I was just making sure.
You bought drinks too.
Hmm?
You bought drinks too. Is that
Yeah, I
over
bought
with?
drinks for everyone. How much gold was that?
There was really only 2 other patrons there.
Cool.
So really about 10 silver.
Skated.
Wait.
Drinks for everyone.
I thought there was more people.
I know. So
At least
I'm just gonna sort of pull up a chair and sit, sort of lean back, like, so, Galure, how you doing?
Stormbringer, do you still have him in a chokehold?
Yeah.
I'm not indicating to her to let him go in any way.
I'm good. I mean, how are you?
Better than you, I'm thinking.
Oh, good. Good to hear.
So, Galure, why do you keep running?
Can she just loosen her grip a little bit here?
I mean, you're pretty sketchy, so...
I'm not going anywhere. Come on.
Tighten up a skosh.
Okay, I'll tighten up a little bit.
I keep giving you these... I keep giving you oxygen choices, and you keep making poor ones.
And it seems at this point he's just really having trouble talking. He's starting to turn red.
Should I loosen up a little?
Loosen half a skosh.
Okay, I'll loosen up a little. It's unclear what a skosh is to Stormbringer.
Well,
so I'm just going to loosen up enough that he can breathe.
Half as much as you just tightened.
Whoops.
No, you're good.
I don't...
There's a side game going on. Never mind.
Okay. Also, that rolled 2 dice.
Yep, weird.
Yeah, so I'll loosen up slightly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what can I do for all of you?
Well, we just have questions, and you're kind of a not great person, so I'm really deciding how much the questions are worth to me. For starters, what city are you trying to get to, and why was there that message about the problems with you getting to the city?
Listen, I don't need to get anywhere at all.
So who does?
Look, there's some people that
This is taking too long. Start breaking his fears. Let's speed this up.
Okay.
At this actually, at his sort of dissembling answer, I'm gonna hold up my index finger. Like, this is 1. Every time you give an answer that annoys me, I'm going to put up another finger. Once I get to 5, I'm going to have Stormbringer tighten her grip by that many skoshes.
I don't know what a skosh is, though.
Go until just before you feel the spine powder.
Okay.
Doesn't it measure spiciness of peppers?
Maybe?
Charity's eye is going to slide to Burbage, and in your head you're going to hear, not now. So, who needs to go somewhere?
No, I gotta... Oh, God. Okay. I gotta keep the furbolgs from getting, somewhere.
Wow.
That's 100% correct, though he's obviously leaving something out.
I'm going to say, at this I'm going to sort of raise half of my middle finger. Where do you have to keep them from getting?
Okay, there's a...
And why?
Okay, I can see you're not an idiot. There's a town called Parsbury. It's north of here, a ways. Furbolgs were gonna double back. Okay, they were gonna double back and go there, and I gotta keep that wagon from getting there.
Reason?
There's something in the wagon that if it gets to Pursbury, does something bad. I swear that's all I know. That's all I was told.
You don't know what the something is.
Nope. No.
Arisa's just been kind of watching his face this entire time. Isn't that do an insight roll?
Please, yeah.
She's just kind of sitting back and just watching him very carefully.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna watch the no.
I mean, he's mostly right now concerned about Stormbringer's arms.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you can tell that. So it's hard to read him otherwise. Though Charity, you're still kind of riding off of your crit. He's telling the truth. He does not know what exactly is in there. It seems like he was just told you cannot let them get there.
Okay. And do I know the town that he mentioned?
You've heard of it. It's been on a couple maps that you've seen of the area, but it's certainly like much more north. I can show you real quick.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's way up there.
Yeah, it's further than you guys were gonna go.
Well, although
by ways.
It's where we would end up going through that, I believe, with our current pathing, because we were going to go up to Wistamere, take care of that business, and then take that river.
I think you were cutting along this river to get through this part of the mountain. The pass, the easiest part of the mountain.
Okay, I couldn't remember if the easier pass required us to go further north.
No, yep. So you probably weren't planning to go there.
Okay. And I still feel he's telling the truth.
Yes,
He's not lying to us. I'm like,
no. You also sense a bit of there's a threat here. That he's nervous. This isn't just a job for him.
Oh, I'm like, not he's threatening us. I'm like,
no.
That's a bad move.
Right? Yeah.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure Stormbringer will just take his head off like the top of a soda bottle. I'm just gonna look at him like, very good, you're doing well, being unusually truthful for you. It's a pleasant change. Now, think real careful. Who told you?
My father told me this. He needed me to do this.
Did you always talk like this?
No, I'm just being choked.
I was gonna say,
it gives you an accent?
Don't you know?
She's choking my accent out of me.
If you choke an elf, they're suddenly from Texas.
Oh, okay.
Tarnation.
Yeah, seriously though, I've been waiting for that. I figured it was just the choking, but it was kind of funny. I'm just gonna. Does that still feel like the truth?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And your father is?
I mean, what do you want his name? Or he's a noble in Federo.
Okay. Named?
I don't know if I should give you the name.
Now 3 fingers are being held up.
Jeez. What about 2? Did we skip 2?
Yes.
I don't remember 2.
Pretty soon you're not going to remember anything.
Okay. Oh my gosh. All right, his name is Aladwin. He's noble of Federo. You probably heard of him. And in fact, you have. So Charity, Burbage, and Stormbringer have all heard of this noble in Federo. He's Elvin. Elodwin is his name.
How do you spell it?
Alodwin.
Close.
I don't know him, but he sounds important.
I mean, he's kind of a tool.
Oh, so you come by it naturally.
Ha ha.
Do I, Andy, within sort of my interactions within the city and the power structures, do I have any sense of, like, what positions this guy tends to take? Is he aligned with the Church of Rin?
No. The only thing you do know about him is that he takes great pains to remain quite secretive.
And when we'd previously asked, I'm trying to remember if you'd said this, it didn't seem like he knew what the bad thing was.
Right.
That would happen. He doesn't know what the bad thing in the card is. He doesn't know what the bad thing that will happen is.
Right.
He just sort of knows what he's been told.
Right.
Like, at this, I'm actually going to lower back down to 2 fingers. See? Better. Now, one other detail. Who are the people in the chest?
They're part of a secret order in Federo. They helped me and my father, and I can't tell you anymore.
Can't or won't?
Take your pick. And this actually, there's something in him that all of a sudden you find a bit of courage in him. There's something a bit more resolute in his tone of voice now. While he's joking.
I'm going to look him very directly in the eye. Like, I've been watching him. I sort of conceive of this as, during these questions, I've been watching him to check all the signs of, is he lying, telling the truth, etc. Just trying to get a read on him. I'm just going to look him directly in the eye at this one and stare into him. You've said your father is a tool, so I want you to think very carefully. Do you think that whatever you are trying to stop is bad or merely bad for him? Not what he told you, what you think.
I would guess it's just bad for him.
I'm gonna sort of... so I've, been holding up a finger. I'm suddenly going to flash up 4 fingers. And then, as I'm sitting there, sort of just pick at one of my nails. And then put all of my fingers down. He can probably breathe a little more now.
Okay, I'll loosen it up. Scotch?
Scotch?
Sure.
Scooch?
Just
Scotch?
I'll hand Galure one of the drinks I brought up.
He just kind of looks at it. You still have an arm around his neck, right? Stormbringer.
Yeah, but I'm not really restricting his breathing anymore. I'm mostly just restraining him.
That's fine.
No, here, hold it. I don't want to hold it anymore. I'm getting tired.
He strains against your arm a little bit, but he's really just trying to put the drink on the coffee table. And goes back. And he says, You've tried a bunch of sticks. How about a carrot?
I'm going to reach into my bag, pull out a carrot. You want her to kill you with this?
I prefer pineapples.
They do hurt more once you get them in there.
Oh my gosh.
What?
What?
So, I'm assuming that you don't want her to beat you to death with a root vegetable, the carrot you'd be referring to is...
I think you're just mistaking that carrot for another stick.
At this, I'm going to...
I'm really lost.
At this, I'm going to sort of crick my neck, take my quarterstaff, and, like, rest it against his forehead. No, do you want to see what that mistake looks like?
I mean, if I tell you more, they're gonna kill me anyway.
I don't need
a lot slower and more painful than you.
I do not need to know any more about this secret organization. That's all enough. Frankly, it's kind of a relief to know that your business is as innocuous as it seems to be.
But still,
So what say you we talk, like, without someone around my neck?
Oh,
I wouldn't mind that.
From the way you act, I'm pretty sure your father always haunts you around your neck. But Stormbringer can stop choking you for now, that's fine.
But you have to promise not to try to leave, okay?
I promise.
Okay. I'll let go of him.
Oh, that was terrible.
See, his voice changed.
Anyway.
Did anybody else?
I liked it better before.
I thought he had like a surfer boy voice.
I have many voices.
I am a man of many voices.
I am large and contain multitudes. But that's cool, right?
I'm going to point to my face. Oh, please, let's not do the whole "we are Legion" thing with me.
Deal. So, what can I do for all of you?
I would say stop being quite such an asshole, but that seems unlikely given your father and, well, just your general bearing. We had a bit of business with the lights in that chest.
You talk to the lights.
Yeah, they were gonna find out about Roburn for me because I don't remember her.
Oh, you don't recall that Twiggy girl?
No, I don't know what that means. And no.
She was skinny in weird places.
What?
Anyway, I'm surprised that the lights talk to you. That's not quite like them.
We can be persuasive.
Yes. Certainly my father wasn't there. He would have killed you.
Wait, is it normal for your father to be in the chest?
He is at times. The chest isn't a chest. You know that then, yes.
I'm going to nod.
Sure.
Good. It's much more of a window, a spatial window to another place. And a place not very far at all from Federo.
Interesting.
I kind of thought it was just a really big chest.
So is there anything else that you need, or may I continue on?
We need to have a conversation with one of the people in the chest. I know it's not really a chest. A conversation, most likely a brief one. After that, I'm fine with you attempting this. Though I must say, the Furbolgs did not exactly seem the nefarious type.
Can I ask you something?
Is he addressing that to me?
Yes.
Yes?
That fiery demon woman with the hair and the sword, she's not around again, is she? Like, she's not lurking behind a corner or something?
How much more damage could she do to them?
I don't really want to find out. So she's not here.
No, she's not
at the
here.
moment. Though she did tell us to let her know if we saw you again. So perhaps if we're talking carrots and sticks, we have a conversation with the people in the chest that we need to. And for your carrot, I don't send a letter that would deliver a very large stick indeed.
Okay. Maybe I go down with you into the chest. We talk to some lights. You ask whatever you need to. I just make sure my father's not there, and that's fine then. Yes. Then you can ask whatever you want, and then we'll part ways.
The lights didn't seem fond of Galure, correct?
Not necessarily, no. They all thought of him as kind of a tool.
So, like every other mortal in existence.
Pretty much.
How do I feel about this proposal?
You don't sense any malice or anything.
Oh.
It seems mostly like he's just trying to cover his own ass.
Okay, let me just make sure of that with my weekly plug. Guidance. One of the best cantrips in this game. Get a free D4 on any athletics check. So it's a 13 now. Still feel the same way?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I'll nod. This is agreeable to me.
Okay. Well,
It's probably a bit saddening for Hikari. She kept muttering something when she was going to sleep the last time we saw her. Something about tie it in a knot?
did you happen to see which way she went?
No. No. But
Okay.
we won't send the letter.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So at this, he walks over to the chest. He kind of clicks a latch on the side of the chest that you hadn't seen before, and a small little compartment opens up. And from that, what looks to be a rather long sort of ladder stretches out from it, like a rope ladder. He opens the chest and then flips the ladder up into the chest again, and lets it fall and fall and fall most of the way down, you would think. And he says, "Okay, well, I would say let me go first, and then you can follow close behind. Yes?"
Very well.
What time is it, Andy?
It's about 2 p.m.
Okay.
I think it's really a good idea to follow a strange elf into a stranger chest.
They've done it before.
With him?
Well, no, not with him. They did it by themselves.
Still.
I'm going to sort of look. Stormbringer, Burbage, and I will go. Vimeris, you and Arisa keep watch here.
Sure.
You couldn't make it go anyway.
It's not an entirely pleasant experience.
I mean, how is it? It's fine.
I'm gonna affectionately pat Stormbringer on the shoulder. You cope with some changes better than most people.
It's just a dark pit.
That's what I'm talking about.
So Burbage seems kind of distracted right now, and he's going to kind of pace back and forth a little bit, and then ask Arisa, "Hey, are you sure? Do you mind taking my place and going down? I promise, I've been down there a couple of times. And it's totally safe."
No, I really don't want to go down there.
I need to talk to Vimeris.
I can hear you.
No,
I like how you're like unsubtly with the elf.
That's totally fine if Vimeris can hear me. I will look to Vimeris when I say it. It's fine.
What's wrong, Burbage?
You can talk to him later. Or now.
Ah!
Ah!
I don't understand the noises that you're making.
Arisa, I don't care if you go down into the chest or not, but you can't stay here. And I'll wink at her with both of my eyes.
So you
blink.
Yes, I blink at her.
She blinks back.
Ah!
You do realize that if you finish that quickly, he'll never respect you.
Vimeris is now looking very confused from Marisa to Burbage.
Oh my god. I was like, wait, what?
Look,
Oh,
fine. Whatever. All I'm saying is, Charity, Stormbringer, you can go in the chest. Vimeris, can I talk to you? Over here,
I'll stand
away
by.
from Arisa.
Sure.
Fine.
Everybody.
Arisa will
Makes
kind of like
everything
stand
so difficult.
the stairs, I guess.
Okay.
How big are half-elf hearing?
Yeah, so who's going down into the chest at the moment?
Charity and Stormbringer.
Yeah.
Okay. And then are you? So, Burbage, do you think is this going to take like a minute? Are you not going down at all, or is everyone kind of waiting for you, or what's going on?
I guess meta level is Burbage's presence in the chest kind of important or necessary at all?
Yeah, I mean, you could ask him. Do you need to go down, or?
Wait, what?
I'll message in to Burbage. Like, I would prefer it if we had someone else there, in case he tries anything tricky and/or just plain stupid.
All right, yeah, I'll be right down. It's just be a minute.
Yo, Burb, what's up?
Vimeris,
My Burbage.
I need you to do me a favor tonight.
Why are you... Oh, okay, sure. What?
Do you remember downstairs when I did my big performance and then landed in that hot adventurer guy's arm?
Yeah.
Well, I was just hitting on him, but then at the end of our interaction, he gave me this coin. And I'll show it to Vimeris.
Okay.
Does it mean anything to me?
It does not.
It's shiny.
Yes, it's shiny, but it's also from my hometown. And this gentleman also...
has its own currency?
Yeah, I guess, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just kind of a local coin. It's kind of like tokens if you go to like a gaming place. We have something like that in Diefield. But anyway...
No wonder you're so good at pretending to be a monkey.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's where I learned it. Anyway, this guy also knew my name, and he seemed kind of nefarious and mysterious at the end.
Wait, he knew Idge?
He knew my real name, Burbage.
Oh.
Anyway, my point is, I'm kind of concerned that when I was winking at him about having an encore tonight, and I'll go ahead and replicate the wink to Vimeris.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just something in my eye. That he and I were talking about the same thing. Basically, I'm scared that he's going to try to kill me. And also, I'm very interested in learning about what he knows about me and just in general, what's going on with the name of Burbage Kemp across the land. All right?
So what do you want me to do?
I want you to shapeshift into a cat and sit in the corner of the room that I eventually rent tonight. Don't worry, if it gets sexual, you can leave.
Okay, just leave the window open or something.
Yeah, we'll figure it all out later, alright? Okay, so you promise me you'll help?
I promise. I
Thank
will
you.
save a shapeshift for you.
And that way, if he tries to like hurt me or anything, you can shapeshift back into your normal self and save me.
You're pretty formidable by yourself.
Trust me, Vimeris. And I put my hand on his thigh.
I'm going to awkwardly return it.
Wait, my hand is on your thigh because of how tall you are.
I'll bend over.
You're bending over and putting your hand on my thigh?
Because that's what we're doing now, isn't it?
All right.
What are we?
Okay.
What is this, Burbage?
That's fine. That's okay. And I'm going to say, trust me, you're way more formidable than I'll ever be, pal.
So
go down into the chest.
But before he comes back, I just like to think that as we're all sort of standing around and like they're a ways down the hall or something having this conversation, Charity is just standing next to Arisa and like reading their body language, and like as they're talking, like that's a good sign. That might not be a great sign.
How good?
Double hands on thighs. That's probably a good sign, although with Vimeris, it's hard to tell. He might just be confused.
That looks awkward. How good is that hearing of a half-elf?
All right. Thanks, friend. It's an appointed time. Ooh, I'm gonna dash over and just go right down the chest.
Awkward. All right, so Burbage, Charity, Stormbringer, and Galure are going into the chest. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Did Galure already go down, or did I go down before him?
Galure is on the ladder, so he basically starts down as soon as you run back to the chest. Okay. Maybe Arisa and Vimeris hop off then for the moment.
Okay.
As who knows how secret this gets. And the rest of you, follow me.
To a magical place.
And... bum. It is... as you climb down the rope ladder, it becomes apparent there are still 4 lights that you can see now, sort of very slowly moving around the bottom of the chest, I guess.
Were we supposed to like kind of wait on the rope for Galure to check to see if his father's there?
It's up to you guys. He's about at the bottom at the moment.
He had, I think, suggested that he was just going to sort of check out in front of us.
You also kind of remember that you're nearly invisible to these people.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah.
I'll just pop right down.
All right. Galure kind of wanders over to one of the lights and sort of whispers. And you hear the light kind of whispering back, and then it sort of, you kind of hear the voice say, Galure is present, everyone. Galure is present. He's over here. And several of the lights kind of make their way over. One of them sort of remains back here.
And we had a name for the father, and I've ended up like running 2 campaigns out of the same notebook.
Yeah. Probably his name was
We need a music cue for these
we
moments.
do. Aegon.
Aegon?
Yeah. Yes.
Had we ever, like when I was down here before, was there any way to sort of distinguish one light from the other?
No.
So I guess I might shuffle this way, like Aegon?
You see the light immediately start to kind of move away from you. There are others as well, you hear the voice say. And at this, Galure sort of walks back a little bit toward you and says, My father is not here, though there are several others here today. Aegon is over this way. He leads you over to one of the lights.
I'll sort of come up to Aegon and apparently stand in the same square as Stormbringer, and be like, hello, Aegon.
Yes, hello.
It has been the amount of time, and we have sort of this one opportunity to speak to you once more. Had you found anything to help my friend Stormbringer?
I have, yes. Where are you, like, currently?
Do you mean us physically?
Yes, outside of this chest that you have climbed into.
Gonna roll a quick insight on that.
Ooh, there's something kind of going on here. It does seem like he does know something about the memories. While it's pertinent to know where you are, there's a double meaning that he's not sharing. You don't sense a malice from it. At the moment, at least.
So, sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I understand. It is appropriately connected in terms of,
yes,
like, okay, this is actually part of the memory solution, but there is something else going on with it, and I'm not sure what it is, but I don't sense malice right now.
Correct.
I'm gonna sort of quietly, I sense that you are conflicted or concerned in some way. What is happening? What has happened?
Did you bring her friend with you?
I'm going to message into Stormbringer, like message cantrip to Stormbringer. Do not tell him where we are unless I say it's all right.
Okay, Charity. Yeah, I'm here. All of that was out loud.
All of that was out loud.
God,
Yeah.
Awesome. He sort of in hushed tones. There are a couple solutions. Are you anywhere near the Bovalia Mountains?
Just as a double check, we are relatively close to the Bavalia Mountains, right?
Relatively, yeah.
They're the mountains we need to cross to the east.
Yes, you can see them in the far distance.
I'll kind of answer. We might be able to reach them.
Well, there's one solution. There's a waterfall just south of one of the passes. It's hard to say exactly where. There's not many towns or rivers that go through this area, but there's a spot in these mountains. I could probably mark it on a map for you. There's a waterfall there that would wash away any enchantment. It's an incredibly powerful magical site. It might already even be occupied by someone wanting to use its powers, but it would wash away any lack of memory that you had.
Okay, and let's just say that theoretically, hypothetically, someone didn't like the Bovalia Mountains. Where else could we go for this wash?
There are very, very few high-powered wizards in the world that might be able to reset this kind of magic, but it comes with certain risks to it. Memory magic is not precise exactly. It's difficult to say what exactly would come back to you, what might even slip away again.
Oh.
And
the waterfall seems to be, through my research, the best possible solution.
Okay, well, why don't you tell us how to get there, I guess?
And Charity, again, that seems pretty legit. And he seems he seems quite genuine at this moment.
Okay. And so I don't think the waterfall is harmful. I do think he thinks at least it's the best solution. Do I feel
Correct.
that anything of what he's said is tied to that earlier feeling I got of him sort of...
None of this, no. This seems to be, he's now kind of focused on this request that you had.
So I'm gonna pull out one of the maps that we'd made of like the passes.
Yeah.
And sort of show it to him.
He doesn't move. He probably can't see you.
I'll hold the map closer to him.
It does nothing, yeah. Is this Stormbringer? Is this something you would like to do?
Yeah, sure. I think Charity's trying to show you a map so you can tell us where it is.
Oh, Charity, speak again, please. Where are you?
I'm here.
And you feel the map then kind of tug a little bit in your hands, though you're not sure what is pulling it.
Does he like make a mark on it, or?
It looks like he's trying to take it from you for the moment.
Okay. I mean, the map does not. The map I have does not show our current location in any way.
Okay, good.
So
I was gonna ask that.
Yeah, no. Like it's literally a reference map.
All right. Yeah. At this, you see kind of almost a small kind of red, almost like an ember glowing right next to the map, and it makes kind of a couple marks on the map, and then the map floats back to you.
I'll sort of bow my head. Thank you.
Burbage, you hear a door open not too far from you. And there certainly is another light kind of moving around. And you hear a voice. Aegon, it's about time we get going. You're going to be needed. Has anyone heard from him again? And then kind of quickly a few lights kind of move very quickly toward this other light.
And we can all hear that voice?
Yes. And Aegon says, Arben, we'll be with you in just a minute.
It's Arben, Charity. Charity, did you hear that?
I heard that.
Burbage really likes him.
Galure moves over and says, we should get going now.
Why?
I don't exactly trust Arben.
Why?
Fair enough. Let's move quickly and quietly.
Can I ask him why when we're out of the chest?
Yes.
Okay.
If Galure doesn't trust Arben, I think we should.
I'm gonna sort of bow to Aegon. Thank you. And move.
He seems, pretty quiet and preoccupied.
Come on, Burbage, we can talk about this when we're out of the chest, I think.
Wait, hold on. Aegon, can I have some gold? Just a bit of gold.
You hear him go, leave right now, leave.
Ah, okay.
The stranger was expecting a shipment again. I don't know if that got to him or not. What do you think, Aegon? I am not yet sure. But let me check my papers. And you start climbing up the ladder, I assume, Charity? And
Oh, yeah.
Stormbringer and Burbage and Galure follows. All right. Now, if each of you could pop off for a moment, and let's bring back Vimeris.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm taking down a note. So let me confirm to you that I'm off.
I will. Yep.
Oh, okay.
That was fun.
I'm just gonna say I like in Discord chat that the instruction provided was that Vimeris and Sarah should come.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
We don't want Jay to come back. Just Vimeris.
Yeah.
Ramirez
all right.
is the only.
I am hopping off.
All right.
Bye.
And Stormbringer and Burbage are off at the moment as well, so it's just going to be Arisa and Vimeris up here.
Delightful.
Delightful. And great. So your companions had just now gone down into the chest, and just after a few feet down, you can't see them at all. What is it that you two would like to do?
I
While you
will
wait.
be kind of leaning over the top of the chest and looking in, just and it's just darkness. I'll just stare at
Yeah,
it.
that's all you see. Really, is just darkness.
There's no light at all.
Can we hear anything?
You don't hear anything either, and you feel like you do kind of see some pinpricks of light down there. It's a little difficult to see because it's daylight out, and there is some light streaming in through windows in the common room here.
Arisa's kind of weirdly fidgety, like ever since they started talking about going down the chest.
Yeah.
And is there anyone else in the common room with us at this point?
Nope.
It's just been a...
Yep.
So, Risa, Burbage has been acting rather strange recently. Do you know what's going on?
Has he been acting strange? I actually just thought this was kind of normal for him.
No. Ever since you joined, he's been looking at me differently.
Honestly, I just assumed he always looked at you like that.
I'm going to sit on the edge of the chest now, and I'm looking at you, Arisa. Not the DM. Have to be clear.
To be clear.
Well, what's your relationship with Burbage anyway? I mean, you guys are wearing matching outfits.
That's because we're brothers.
Is that
We're
all?
brothers.
Is that all?
That's all. I don't know what you... Well, No!
What?
You don't think he has feelings for me?
Well, I don't know. Do you have feelings for him, though?
No, not like that.
You don't think he's cute?
Eh.
Kind of charming in a drunkish sort of way?
I mean, he's rather old.
Aren't you old?
I'm middle-aged,
She'll just kind of stare at him.
I think.
Yeah, he's 100 years older than you are, Arisa.
I don't know how well she can actually tell his age, but she definitely knows he's an elf, so...
Indeed.
How long has it taken?
I mean, they've been down there maybe just a couple minutes or so.
I think you should go down there and check on him. I think I heard something.
I didn't hear a thing.
Isn't that even worse then?
I'm gonna look back down at the chest and
Ooh, give me a persuasion roll, Arisa, on that. That is somewhat persuasive.
oh my god.
That's really persuasive. I'll let you act it out, but just letting you know.
See, Vimeris isn't sure if he heard anything or not. And he trusts Arisa because he's seen her in combat. And I don't know, there's the kinship there.
Look, I can hold my own up here, but
Yeah.
they're down there with an elf and who knows what else. Some lights? They could have easily walked into an ambush. I don't like the...
I don't really like Galure. I mean...
They were talking about how they wanted to kill him, and now they're all buddy-buddy?
And what was that about Galure's father maybe being down there?
Yeah.
I really don't want to do this, but are you sure you've got it up here?
I do. And besides, it's pretty dark down there, and, well, you could probably see better than most.
Alright, I'll slowly climb the ladder down into the chest.
Alright. Then Vimeris, if you would hop off for the moment as you descend slowly the ladder.
Okay. I'm gone.
And Arisa, what would you like to do? The entire
Does it
party
look
is
like-
now down in a chest, leaving.
Does it look like I can lock it?
You definitely have a lock, yeah.
Can I still see Vimeris on the ladder?
As soon as he's a few feet down, you can't, nor can you hear anything.
And as far as I can tell, does it look like there's any way to open it from the inside?
You don't believe so, no. Not that you can tell.
Okay, last question. How long do I think it would take for somebody to climb down the ladder based off of how long everyone else was down there and how far I could see?
I mean, maybe it would take maybe 30 seconds to a minute, maybe, to climb down, to kind of depending how fast they're trying to go. Vimeris looked like he was starting to go quickly.
Then I think I'll wait for about a minute. And
Okay.
she's going to take out her spear, because that's all I have, and cut the ladder.
And cut the ladder?
Why not?
Okay.
Or if she closed
Okay.
the chest, what would happen? It would just, like, the ladder would just stay there, right?
You're not sure, yeah. It probably... It can kind of fit over the ropes of the ladder if you wanted to. But, I mean, do what you want. Yeah, it's beautiful.
That, or is there a candle or a torch in the room she's in?
There's several lanterns and a couple torches in this hallway. The torches aren't lit, but the lanterns are.
Then I guess she'll light one of the torches and use that.
To burn the ladder?
Yep, she'll set it on fire
Alright.
so that hopefully it gets detached and it looks like something obviously happened out here.
Okay.
And
Why
then-
don't you start rolling some attack rolls? Just to make sure that anyone who's watching the stream and not listening to us will think something.
Let's see here.
Beautiful.
Does it hit?
Good. Yeah. Okay, just for every once in a while, just kind of roll an attack roll. So what's kind of then your plan? You think that the rope will burn pretty quickly, and that you can lock this if you'd like.
I'll probably
Beautiful.
see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else she can kind of do to sell it.
Yeah.
She'll go ahead and close the chest and lock it,
Okay.
and I guess punch yourself in the face or something like that. Actually.
Okay. So is your plan to kind of rough yourself up a little bit in case they come back up, and see you, or?
Yes, basically. So,
Okay.
maybe like try
Because
to
you-
bruise her cheek or split her lip or something like that, so that it's something obvious, but not necessarily actually a lot of damage.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a couple more attack rolls here. And also, if you wanted to, you could. You could move the chest then with them in it.
That's what I was thinking of.
It would be a nice, quick way to sort of deliver them to the jailhouse, basically. If that's something you'd like to do, because once you lock it, they might be down there for a little bit.
Yeah.
So you feel actually like you have a decent amount of time if you wanted to try. I'm just kind of wondering where you want to go with this, so that I can.
She didn't really have too much of a chance to think it all the way through, I'll be honest.
Totally fine.
Is there any, like... She doesn't know how easily they can try to get back up. So, she might go ahead and see if she can... How heavy is it, first off? Can she lift it on her own?
She can, yeah. It's heavy for you, but it's you can lift it. Galure had trouble, but you definitely can. But I'll even let you think about that, kind of where we end up with it.
Because I could throw it in the lake too, and that probably.
Oh, Jesus! You do whatever you want. They're very good at this game, so don't feel that you're doing anything too much to them, because they'll eventually get out. But yeah. Interestingly, this think about kind of what you're doing, and this actually might be one of the last times we see Arisa for a while.
Okay.
Just letting sort of chat and everyone know what's going on there. But why don't you hop off, Arisa, and we'll go back to everyone else. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
What's happened?
All right. As you're climbing up the ladder, you almost feel like you hear a little bit of the sounds of like knives or a little bit of battle, a little bit of there's a little bit of perhaps fighting going on just above you. Charity, you don't see it at first, but very quickly you feel someone climbing down the ladder while you are climbing up.
I'm gonna bump into them. Who's there?
Charity?
What's going on?
I thought I heard something down here, and I thought you might be in trouble, so I came down and...
No, we hear something up there.
Silence.
Awkward.
Awkward.
I'm gonna start climbing back out.
All right, yeah, you start climbing back out to, and now that you're on the ladder, you definitely see a small, like, hole where the chest opens and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
However, very quickly that goes away, and there is now just pure blackness above you.
Wait, what happened?
I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw as one side of the ladder lets loose.
I assume this isn't an effect that I can see, given
It
that's
is
pitch black.
not, right.
Okay.
That's a little painful.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're all fucked.
Burbage, you're able to just barely sort of cling on to this ladder as one side of it completely lets loose. You're now just sort of clinging and holding on to this as you just get the sense, you feel like the wind rushing past you as several bodies fall from this ladder. Okay. I need Charity and Vimeris to take this
I
much
hope
damage.
I don't break anything.
Each of you please take 13 damage. And Stormbringer, please take 12.
Shouldn't I take less since I'm landing on them?
You would, except you also land on her axe a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. Each of you have fallen now onto the ground at the bottom of the ladder. Though, Charity, you can kind of still sense where the rope is.
I'm gonna message cantrip everyone, starting with Vimeris if I saw or heard him. What the fuck just happened?
Why are you talking in my mind?
I'm gonna message.
I said that out loud, by the way.
I'm going to message.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I'm gonna message
several,
Oh god.
several lights move over. You hear Aegon's voice. Oh, what is it? Why are you still here?
The chest
I'm gonna
closed. Ladder cut.
immediately
Did you
start.
let Galure go first? And Galure is like getting up from the ground, going, "Hey, no, no, I went last.
He's been surprisingly reasonable.
I'm being helpful."
I'm climbing.
Aegon.
I'm climbing the one side of the rope as fast as I can.
Excellent. Give me an athletics check to see how fast you get up there.
I'm gonna message cantrip into Vimeris' mind. We're communicating in our heads because it's more subtle. Doesn't let people know where we are. Things like that. Where's Arisa?
Burbage, you get up about another 15, 20 feet before the other side of the rope gives way.
Oh, dear.
God. All right, how much distance? Wait, hold on.
What?
How
Only
much-
9 damage? Wow.
How much more distance was between me and the quote unquote top?
You're not sure? Maybe another 15 feet.
All right, not enough for me to do anything super cool and fancy.
Yeah, you're falling straight down as the ladder crumbles then next to you.
And I'll message Cantrip Charity that I left Arisa up there, just in case.
I'm going to
So
sort
I
of...
took 9.
Oh.
I'm gonna message Cantrip Charity. Are we sure that there's not something wrong with Vimeris? Why was he so surprised? Wait. Oh. So, but he did hear the message cantrip. All right. Yeah, I'm just catching up.
Why are you talking in my mind?
I guess I will also insight check. That's not great. But does Vimeris seem like himself?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So far, yeah. You believe he's his normal self.
I'm gonna sort of speak quietly in Aegon and Galure's direction. Is there a way out of here if the chest is closed and the ladder is cut?
No, it's a magical portal. Why would you let someone cut your ladder?
Yeah, Vimeris, what happened up there?
Nothing. Everything was fine. I thought I heard something in the chest, and I came down to investigate. Arisa stayed up there to watch over the chest. Oh my god, do you think Arisa was attacked?
Burbage, yeah, you feel that's legit. Yeah, he was concerned and didn't like it that you guys were down here with Galure and came down after you.
Pondering whether Arisa might be the reason we're down here right now. Also,
you do feel the rope next to you and stuff, but it's now completely loose. It's been, yeah.
I'm gonna try to like find the end of it. I'm gonna try to like form some kind of lasso or something, and start trying to like throw it up to catch onto anything at all in the darkness, in desperation, but with skill and luck.
Sounds great. Why don't you go ahead and give me just a regular dexterity check. Not a saving throw. Just
my dark vision.
You can't. You can see you guys. Everyone can see each other's basic outline and form, but you can't make out much more detail than that. And no one else. You just see the lights sort of kind of moving around you.
Charity, could I get some guidance?
Yes.
Pretty
yes,
please.
You can. I guess in this case it was requested, so I'll actually roll the spell.
Sounds good.
Normally we don't, because it's all the time.
It's assumed. Burbage, yeah, you toss up as the rope ladder as much as you can, and you can't. It doesn't cling to anything.
How far up was the? How far down, I guess, did we come with the ladder?
About 50 feet.
I'm gonna turn to Stormbringer and be like, do you think you could use your crossbow to fire a bolt into the roof of the chest and take the ladder up with it?
Yeah, sure. That sounds like something I know how to do.
Yeah. So you're trying to figure out where you think the chest is. So first give me kind of like a perception check to see how good you can kind of aim to where you were climbing.
She can have guidance as well.
Okay. And then give me an attack roll with the crossbow. 10. Okay.
Oh!
You cling onto it. Yeah, the arrow certainly clings onto it, and it kind of makes a thunk. And unless there's a roof to this place, you're pretty sure you hit the chest.
Like it sounded wooden.
Yeah.
Hey, I shot something, you guys.
Yeah. You don't think you can probably climb this because it's only an arrow stuck in wood holding it in. However, you do now have a reference and a ladder, a rope. I'm sorry, that is going up to it. However you want to deal with that is up to you.
Could Burbage climb it?
Probably not. You're pretty amazed that even the weight of the rope is holding with the arrow. How much does Burbage weigh?
It's a very personal question, Andy.
Yeah,
Poignant.
rude.
And important.
My sheet says 35 pounds.
Yeah. You don't think so. You could try it.
I'll hold off on that. I'm gonna go stand by Galure.
Galore, what the fuck are we supposed to do?
What do you mean? Why did you? Why did you allow a strange person to watch the lid of this thing?
She's fought with us.
Hey,
So,
don't look at
good.
me.
So
She punched Meepus.
excellent. So she's dangerous. Well done.
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
dangerous.
Galure.
You
What's
left
done is-
alone a
It's
dangerous
true.
person with the lid of this magical item.
Hey, you did the same thing, you big
And
goof.
by the way, we should keep it down. We don't exactly know who these lights are.
I'm just saying, you're more experienced with this thing. So, any pointers, any ideas?
No, I've never. I've made very clear and concise plans to make sure that this would not happen.
Wait, this has happened to you before, though, right? Didn't we have you trapped in
No.
here?
No, he was
Well-
never inside it.
When I was young, my brother did shut the lid on me once.
What happened?
I stayed in here for 3 days.
Oh, jeez.
How'd you get out?
Oh, that's awful.
My father opened it. Called me weak and gullible.
Is
Your dad sounds like an ass.
This is true.
do you,
Is there like walls? I can climb walls really well, and I don't understand what we're in right now. Are there walls?
You can go in a direction if you'd like. And I'll tell you if you hit a wall.
Oh,
can-
this is starting to feel like House of Leaves.
I feel like this is the third or fourth time that he's like compared this to House of Leaves.
Yeah, probably. It makes me anxious. I don't like it.
I'm gonna say to Galure, what do you have any particular abilities? When we found you before, you were inside a magical hut.
It was a scroll that I was given. I
So-
don't have much innate magical power now.
Well, there went the hope for rope trick. One time. Well, actually, no. That's actually a really useful spell. What?
If we're kind to the lights, they can give us stuff, but I don't exactly know. If I knew exactly who is in this room with us, I would ask you to yell up and plead with whoever's out there to open the lid and throw down a rope. But
I suspect that
I
whoever's
think the
up,
best we
I
quiet.
s-
What if I throw Burbage at the lid?
Alright, that is an idea.
Yes, Stormbringer,
Let's-
that's a great idea. That might work. Pick him up and throw him.
Okay, he's being... So, Stormbringer is being sarcastic.
I'm like,
Alright.
I'm gonna sort of hold up a finger. Let's put a pin in that.
Stormbringer, what if Stormbringer shot up another rope, and then I could try climbing both, and it could disperse my weight across the two? Stormbringer, do you think you might be able to do that again?
Yeah,
another
sure.
rope? Who's got another
Yeah,
rope?
I have rope and
I do.
attack.
I also have rope.
I assumed it was Stormbringer, your rope, the first one, I guess.
I assumed it was the rope. From
Yeah,
the
I thought it was the
ladder.
rope from the ladder.
Oh, that one's like all tied up with the wood. If
Oh,
you
okay. Yeah. Okay, that's
untie
fine. I thought that you had like it had split. Because
Oh,
first
no.
one
It-
side gave away.
Yeah, that felt like it was just one of the ropes at the top, like gave way somehow,
Okay.
and so it just went limp. But it
I
was
see.
still kind of
So it was just the slats all fell down.
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so I'll hand over it. Then yeah, if that was the case, I would not have been suggesting that probably.
Though you do still have that on the ground.
I'll hand her another. I'll hand her my rope, and now she should have a pretty good sense of where the lid is.
Yeah. So give me another kind of perception check with advantage, because you kind of can
And guidance.
sense where the rope is now that the other one's hanging from it. Okay, and go ahead and shoot your crossbow. This one. This goes up and you hear it hit something, but it doesn't stick, and it sort of falls to the ground.
Can I try again?
I could also.
You can probably roll one more time for a series of tries. So perception, guidance, and crossbow.
Perception with advantage.
Yes, perception with advantage. And the guidance. Ooh. And your crossbow. Again, you feel that hits. That hits, and it sticks into it. It's possible Burbage could do his monkey act and climb up that. You think?
Well, here's one option. Do we have any better ideas?
I mean, I feel like throwing you at the little of the chest was a good idea.
It's
Right, let's make that back
It
up.
was about 50 feet, you said, right?
Yeah.
And now we have these sort of the double ropes here.
Yes.
I want to sort of check around the double ropes and see if I can find a wall, like very nearby them.
Okay. By the time you get to about up here, you feel you don't actually feel a solid wall, but you feel a kind of almost a soft force that you can't quite penetrate.
Do I feel like it's climbable?
No, you would slip right off of it. There's no like friction on it. It's just a force that you can't quite go through.
Okay.
What about we heard Urban come through a door? Why don't we go through the door that he came through?
I suspect that door exists for the lights, not for us.
But we're lights.
No.
To them.
Do you guys think I could get away with a heal?
Are you that badly hurt?
I landed on your axe.
I'm gonna
I feel like you're being a little dramatic for me.
I only have 42
I'm
HP.
gonna cast Cure Wounds on you.
All right.
Okay.
At this, several of the lights definitely took notice of the magic.
Yes.
But they don't seem to be doing much of anything.
Thank you. I'm full now.
I'm gonna sort of move away from the spot that I was when I healed him.
Okay.
Okay, I'll see him. Well, I guess I can't see him do that. Never mind.
I'm gonna sort of pull on you.
Okay.
Can I follow?
We can all see each other.
Yeah, you can see
The
like a
outlines.
kind of basic
Yeah.
outline of each other. It's just like dark for
Yeah.
you guys
Okay.
on your bodies, though everything else is pitch black.
Listen, the only other thing I can think of is, did the rest of you hear earlier when we were starting to climb up? Somebody talked about the stranger.
That was Arbin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we have a favor to ask of the stranger. Would that work here?
Probably.
Probably, but I'm not sure I want to count on the entirety of what that could entail, such as
We could just
letting
live
everyone
here.
know that we're here. I think that
I have rations.
I have good berries.
we have food and water for an infinity, actually.
Yeah. I've got a date at 10 o'clock, and I intend to be there.
With someone who was kind of weird, though, so maybe.
You don't know that.
I'm going to
Unless-
go over to Galure and say, you said that you do not have much innate magical ability. What magical abilities do you have?
He extends his hand to you to shake your hand.
It's friends.
I'm going to look at him. I'm like, you're going to do something that makes me want to hit you, aren't you?
Well, after a couple of minutes, you'll want to hit me, but until then, you'll feel quite nice about me.
Okay. Burbage, up the rope.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
I'm going to
climbing.
cast guidance on him.
All right.
Actually,
All right, Burbage.
wait.
Okay. Yeah.
Hold on.
Ooh. Formulating a thought.
So
Yeah.
I feel like he needs to... Do I feel like him going up the rope faster will help?
Not necessarily, I guess.
So I think that
should
the problem is
You-
more one of his skill in climbing the rope than it is the
Yeah.
amount of time he's on the rope.
Right. He doesn't want to jerk the ropes, otherwise they'll come out with the arrows.
Okay.
So he has to sort of climb smoothly and
All right.
skillfully.
So I'm gonna.
What if I climb the rope as a rat and I just kind of scritch at the door?
Oh, shit. That might be a better idea.
I mean, I don't know if I can open the door. That was the plan, right? You were going to go up there and open it.
I'm not sure. That was another thought I was going to ask. What do I do when I get up there? So, yeah, thanks for
I'm gonna take.
bringing it up.
Hold on. I'm gonna take Vimeris over to the force field. Like over to here.
Force field.
Yeah, and sort of have him like touch it and see what it is. Do you think your spider form would be able to climb that?
My gut, meta, wants to say no.
But how about Andy?
You have never quite. Yeah, it's not quite a wall, so it would be pretty miraculous if you could, but you could certainly try.
See, I only have one wild shape,
Left, yeah.
so
No.
I don't want to use it.
I'm not suggesting that. If you don't think it will work, that's fine.
The spider could also climb up the ropes too, if you want.
I think the spider is much heavier than Burp.
Yeah.
Not much.
I was gonna say spiders are incredibly lightweight.
Yeah, it's a large
How
creature, but
big?
it's still about only 35, 40 pounds.
Yeah, but spiders have no bones or muscles.
Yeah.
It does not mention my weight.
You're hydraulic. Actually true.
That is.
I'm Googling how much do giant spiders weigh.
I think that you're just gonna get like returns on wolf spiders.
Yeah.
I still think maybe the spider form's a little too risky.
The large distinction does require a bit of stuff.
But you mentioned rat. Rat would
I
be
did
definitely
mention the
yeah.
rat. And I could scratch at the door.
I'm also gonna sort of think about it for a second and go, could you extend a rope of your webbing? That we could then
If I
climb
could
up?
get up there. If I could get up there.
Can't you fire it?
Yeah, what's the range on that?
What is the range on that? I should just keep this open.
Yeah, that
30
That
to
could
60
be like a-
feet.
Oh, so 60, yeah, would be the long distance. So you'd have disadvantage, but you could hit it, yeah.
that could be backup in case me climbing these two ropes.
I mean, I could go up as a rat, and then if it doesn't work, I can come back down, and we can have a long rest.
Yeah.
And then I can
don't-
try the spider form.
I don't really want to stay down here for too long.
What other option?
Right. That's it. I'm going up.
Godspeed, little doodle.
Yep, Godspeed, little dude.
Gonna cast guidance on you.
I'll go move over there again. Force field's creeping me out.
All right, Burbage, you're gonna give me 2 acrobatics checks.
Can I position myself so that if he falls, I can try to catch him?
Sure. Yeah, you can try that.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
2. So should I just roll 2, or should I do?
Do one with guidance, and then the other with guidance.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, it's only one.
It's only one
Oh,
with
so
guidance.
okay.
So,
Yeah.
but he doesn't have to use it if he's feeling good about that one.
That's true. You can wait to use the guidance on the next one.
I feel good about this one.
Yeah, you feel really good. You get the hang of this, like double rope climbing very quickly. So your next one's actually gonna have advantage.
How far until his silhouette fades?
Like about 10 or 15 feet until you can't really see him anymore.
Okay.
You also don't have to
Excellent.
spend the guidance on that one. You could spend it on trying to get the door open or something. It lasts for a minute, so.
Yeah, so Burbage, you climb easily up, and now that you're pretty high and you've lost most of the sense of surroundings around you, it's a little bit more difficult to maintain it, but still you climb pretty much all the way to the top, where you can now feel the arrows sticking into a curved wooden surface.
Does he have anything that he can now hold on to that isn't the ropes?
Perhaps.
Oh man, it's like Ninja Warrior all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's what I'm investigating for.
Oh, yes,
God.
you definitely. There's like a lip on the inside of the chest that you can certainly touch. Though the lid of this thing is definitely shut. That's why it's dark. You can definitely tell that.
Can I try to open it from inside?
Yeah, you kind of push on it and knock it a couple times. But you can't open it.
Aye! Can anybody hear me?
I'm gonna message Cantrip Burbage. Well, do you hear anyone?
Help! Hello! Can we wait? What's our maximum distance for the cantrip?
120?
Oh, okay, yeah. Not yet. Hold on.
You hear a kind of a pounding on the chest, like boom, boom, boom.
Who is that? Please open the chest. I'll do anything. Anything.
Christ.
Okay. There's no reply.
God damn it. So you said that I felt like just like the lip of the.
Yeah, that seems really
Yes.
sturdy. Yeah.
I don't suppose that that's something that I can tie a rope to. That doesn't sound like.
Not really. Not really.
Okay.
I'm gonna sort of message Cantrip. Is there any way you can create a more secure opening for a rope so that I might be able to climb up?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I could use
Burbage,
my.
real quick, you hear a voice say, anything?
Well, that's what I said. Yeah. But in the meantime, while I'm engaging with this voice, I do want to try to use my hammer to hammer in to the chest.
Like a python?
Like the lip of it, yeah.
Yeah, I've got pythons. Would that be the thing to do?
You would have to hold on to the rope with your legs, and then use your hands to hammer it in.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
You then hear a voice say, how can I trust you?
How can you trust me? I'm just an innocent halfling trapped in a magic pocket dimension chest. I need your help, and if you help me, I'll be eternally grateful. But I'm continuing my
Okay, yeah.
my plan.
Yeah.
Did I do an acrobatics check or something?
Yes, acrobatics check, and that should, that's all you really need to.
You also still have guidance.
True. Do you want to use guidance?
I use guidance on this one, yeah.
Okay.
Do I do a roll?
D4. I can roll it for you.
Yeah, D4. Good. All right. Yeah, you feel really good about it, and then you hear the voice say, "Never return to Federo."
Never return to Federo.
Why do you say that? And so so Burbage is doing that classic cinematic trope of like sweating and like stalling and like doing the physical stuff on his end while also maintaining the conversation.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So I'm hammering in the pythons and I'll be like,
All right.
Yeah, I could be persuaded not to return to Federo. Who are you?
Okay.
Hammer, hammer, hammer.
Hammer, hammer, hammer.
but I'm gonna
so-
I'm gonna cough every time I hammer, so that to mask the sound of that.
All right.
You're so talented.
All right. Yeah, you're hammering it in. You feel. Do you just want to do the one? You could probably do another one while you're hanging here.
I'll do 2, and then try to
Okay.
like tie my rope in a secure knot using both of the pythons.
Everyone starts to kind of hear a low, deep kind of rumble in this place, almost like the sound of a deep earthquake, but you don't feel any movement or anything.
What was that?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna look at Galure. Explanation?
And you hear the voice, Burbage, say, "I'm guessing there isn't another way out."
No, there's not. That would be an accurate assessment of the situation, mysterious voice on the other side of the pocket dimension. Please help. Again, who are you?
And if I can get that rope tied around the pythons, I'll let it drop.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So a rope has dropped in front of me.
Yes.
I'm gonna quickly relate to them. I'm going to try something to go up to see if I can get this open. If we can, this rope should be more secure, but whatever else, be ready to get up after us as fast as you can. I'll try to drop a ladder or something.
Okay.
Burbage, the voice says, "I'm not worried about persuading you, so convince me. Don't go back."
So I'm gonna start climbing.
All right.
Listen, there's nothing for me back in Federo anyway. I'm just a measly criminal. Plenty of people want me dead there, so I can promise you that I won't go back, but I can't speak for the rest of my family. Is that good enough for you to help me?
Oh, I'm nervous.
So, Charity, you're climbing to what end?
I want to get to where I'm relatively close behind Burbage. Not like maybe even like 10 feet down from him, 20 feet down from him, but up. And then once I'm there, I want to message to him. I say, there's a small hopeful chance that I might be able to open this.
I'll message Cantrack.
There's somebody on the other side.
Well, be ready
You
to...
hear a voice say no.
That was in response to what I said to them.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll message Cantrip Charity.
I don't know who they are, but they don't want us to return to Federo.
Oh, huge
So,
shock.
If you can open it, I say go for it.
So
All right, voice. I'm sorry, and I'll like try to distract the voice while Charity does whatever he does.
So I'm gonna concentrate, and into this space where I now know above me is the door.
Yeah.
I'm going to thaumaturgy in an attempt to slam it open.
Okay. You hear a chink, and now you can tell for sure that it is locked.
Okay. I'm going to message down to below me where Stormbringer was waiting at the foot of the ropes. The door is locked. There's someone here talking to Burbage. They want us to never go back to Federo. Working on getting us out of here.
I'm gonna message Cantrip back. Is it Arista?
The voice says, "Get your leader."
We don't have a leader.
Charity, I think that's you.
Can I hear the voice at this point?
Barely, yeah, very barely. It's really muffled, and it's pretty high up above you.
My leader's right here. He just climbed up here with me. So, Charity, maybe we could tell this voice that we won't be returning to Federo. A wink at Charity.
I'm gonna message down to Stormbringer. Quietly ask Galure if the chest's lid behaves normally to force from this side. Like, is it just a normal locked chest?
Yeah, I'll ask Galure that.
He tells you, I mean, I have a special lock for it, but I have that with me right now. If it's a normal lock, then yeah, it's as strong as a normal lock.
Okay, I'll message that back to Charity.
I'm gonna sort of like crick my body, and I'm assuming that sort of the way this works is that, or sort of what I've been picturing, is like the chest from the inside only instantiates like the lip and the lid. So it's just
Pretty
sort
much,
of a
yeah.
wide plane up until there.
Yes.
So I'm gonna like wait a little bit more and then pull myself up a little bit more so that I could hear the voice better, I feel like. Be like,
Okay.
Yes? Not a big fan of climbing. And this place generally. What is it that you want?
Okay. You again, you get the sense all around you of just like blackness and nothingness. You can barely see the lights down below you. The rope itself is like gritty, almost in your hand. You feel definitely your hands getting sweaty and a bit slippery as you cling to it. And you hear a voice say, "Do I think? Never mind." Nothing. Hold on.
That was fishy.
You're fucking locked in a magic box. Everything is fishy. A player character probably just stabbed us most thoroughly in the back.
Yeah, but I'm starting to think that Andy has something to do with it too.
Yeah, I
Of
think.
course he does!
You hear a voice say, "A deal." In response to what is it you want?
Do I recognize the voice?
No, yeah. I mean, give me like an insight check, because it's really hard to hear the muffledness.
I guess I would have also been interested in whether I recognize the voice.
Okay. Neither of you do. It feels deeper than Arisa's. So I'm not sure if It's a you're not exactly sure. There's nothing necessarily about it that gives away anyone in particular.
I'm assuming that Burbage is kind of on the ledge again, like, so that he's there.
Yeah.
Can I see the lid and everything? Like, now that I'm up here?
If you climb up a little bit more, you could see Burbage, and then you see basically where kind of what he's holding on to.
Yeah, so I'll do that. So I can see now, like, the sort of floating top of the chest and lid.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
What kind of deal?
Tap, tap, tap.
I know, I like how we're, like fucking Day of the Jackaling this.
One moment.
No, but seriously, I am very concerned.
While this is happening, Andy, do you think does Burbage think he could fit his crowbar into the lip of the chest?
You can try. It's definitely going to take another acrobatics check to sort of climb up and be able to get some leverage there.
Yeah, that's fair.
But please. Yeah, no, pretty good. Yeah, you feel that you can climb up a little bit more. I mean, your arms are now kind of getting tired from just hanging by them this long, but you feel you could probably get a tiny bit of that crowbar in the lid.
If I assume I see him doing that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, message to him. Wait for me.
The voice then says, "Surrender and be freed. Unless you can convince me you won't return to Federo."
What did Charity message
and
to
then
me?
you just hear like fingers just drumming on the lid.
Ugh.
I messaged to you, wait, do it together with me.
Okay, all right.
And I'm going to sort of sit and focus for a second. And Burbage will now see glimmering next to him my spiritual weapon. And I am going to launch it, attacking basically directly where I hear the hand drumming.
Okay.
And presumably Burbage also is jimmying the ledge.
Burbage, give me a dexterity saving throw. Okay, something slams into your crowbar, like from outside the chest, and the crowbar comes out just a little bit, and you just start to free fall, and very, very quickly you grab onto the rope next to you. So you're just now 2 or 3 feet from Charity, as this happens, and then Charity. Do you attack with your spiritual weapon?
Yes.
Kind of about the same time as that?
Yeah.
Roll damage, please. You hear kind of a and kind of almost something kind of snap a little bit on the lid of the chest. You feel that something like this could work, especially if Burbage were to get up there and try the crowbar again.
I'm climbing up again, just an instinct.
I'm also going to go.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Wait, who did you say that to?
To the
To
voice.
Burbage?
No, to the voice.
Oh, okay. You don't hear fingers tapping on the lid. You don't hear any voice outside at the moment.
I'm climbing up and trying to. I want to get the crowbar wedged back in as far as I can.
Give me a acrobatics real quick. Beautiful.
God.
Yeah, you shimmy on up there, and you get your crowbar wedged right in there again, right next to the spiritual weapon.
I want to put all my weight on the crowbar.
All right. You sort of like pull yourself up and just like lunge a little bit with your arms into the air to just like slam down on the crowbar. Charity, at the same time, I imagine you make your spiritual weapon attack again.
Yep.
As you see Burbage doing this. That hits, please roll damage. All right. At this, Burbage, the crowbar gives away as the lid flies open. There's a metal screeching sound where it jingles. Probably the lock sort of jingles against the wall. And the lid is open, and you see just kind of a white.
I like how you just auto dex save.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
And immediately you're in free fall again. This time you can't quite wrap around the ropes because you just put all of your weight on that thing, and it turned you just a little bit further away from the ropes than you thought. But Charity sees you falling, and Charity, why don't you go ahead and make a dex check? Coupled with the save, you probably can catch it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember what they... Oh, that's right. I clicked the word dexterity in the attributes panel. I was like, what do I do to do that? It's been a long time.
All right, you see Burbage falling in with one hand. You reach out, and the two of you latch arms, and you pull him then again back to the rope. And Burbage, the monkey man himself, you're able to latch on and scurry up the rope if you'd like.
I'm going
to
both
see the lid is open.
I'm going to immediately message down that they should start climbing.
All right, and I'll start climbing.
And I'm going to try to get myself over the lip.
All right, everyone starts climbing. Charity, you're the first one up. You pull your hands up over the lip, and you just roll out as quick as you can onto the ground.
I'm following him up as fast as I can.
All right, Burbage, Vimeris, Stormbringer, Galure, all of you lift yourself up out of the chest and just kind of roll onto the ground. It's you're so used to the dark at this point that the light is just blinding you, and the first sensation you have is this is not the wooden floor of a common room in an inn. This is a cold stone floor now. Your eyes start to adjust, and you see a few figures kind of in the distance. And then what looks to be kind of black iron, thick bars reaching from the top of this small stone room to the ground. When your eyes clear completely, you look around. The chest is now just sitting in the middle of a cold stone jail cell. And you see a few figures a ways off down the hall, staring in and just kind of laughing as they then open a door and move away from you. That concludes tonight's episode of Goats and Dragons. If you enjoyed this and are curious to see where the story goes, please follow us on Twitch, where we are simply Helpful Goat, or subscribe on YouTube at Helpful Goat Gaming. We are a small independent game design firm and could really use the support. If you'd like to know more about us, our streams, our company, or our upcoming projects, you can visit helpfulgoat.com, follow us on Twitter at Helpful Goat, or check out our Facebook page at Helpful Goat. Thank you so much to Sarah for playing. That was awesome. I hope she's not dead. Thanks so much for watching. We immensely appreciate it. And from all of us on Goats and Dragons, we wish you an excellent evening. Good night.
If this went down the way I think it did, she's going to be. Good night.
Farewell.